All right, here we go, guys. Back for another big time fantasy league shakeup coming up here on the show today. And as always, I'll tell you with these claims and different people wanting different horses, just kind of bear with me. I might be a little bit slow. Like I say, it's not a hard process, but it is a tedious process. You don't want to leave anybody out. We're going to claim horses today. If this is the first time you ever tune into the show, don't worry about it. Don't be, I don't care about their fantasy league, this, that, or the other. This is just a way to talk about new horses on the trail, talk about what's coming up, things about that. So just don't worry about that. All right, let's get to it. We got a 7-way shake to start for Street Beast. A 7-way shake for Street Beast to start. Here we go. Let's spin the wheel. 7 of you guys wanted this horse. We will see who gets it. And could it be Vinny? Could Vinny finally win a shake? I feel good that Vinny has won this shake. He has been losing shakes left and right. So in a 7-way shake, it will be Vinny who's going to get Street Beast. So a 7-way shake here. Vinny will claim Street Beast. And and let me go to who he is dropping. Let me get to his list. There's 9 teams that put in claims. So he's going to drop Mob. Mob hasn't been heard from in a while. So Mob out, Street Beast in. That is for Vinny. All right. So again, congratulations to Vinny, because he has been trying, and he finally gets one. All right, we're going to go full effort next. Be a big shake for him. Let's see. Jared and Kevin will be in. I will add my name. I'm in for full effort as well. By the way, there were 2 claims that were processed without shakes. I'll talk about those after we do the shakes. So I'll be in for full effort as well. It looks like we'll have John and Ryan. Let's see. Do I have them up there? I do. So John and Ryan in for full effort. It looks like Paul will be in for full effort. I've got him up there as well. Like I said, I got to go kind of slow through this so I don't leave anybody off. It looks like Pedlo and Manlow going to be in for this one. Actually, no, Pedlo and Manlow are going to, their priority is Stop the Car. So Stop the Car actually going to go to Pedlo and Manlow. They don't have to shake. They have Stop the Car as first priority. So as I look through it, yes, they're going to get Stop the Car. So I'll go ahead and write that one down. We'll go ahead and announce it. Pedlo and Manlow, they had first priority on Stop the Car. Many people did try to claim Stop the Car. He was way down on most people's list. So Pedlo and Manlow going to claim Stop the Car here. Go ahead and announce that one. And they will be dropping Universe. Pedlo and Manlow also made another claim with no shake. They claimed Start the Ride and dropped Danico. No shake for that one. I also claimed Solitude Dude and dropped Courting. No shake for that one. We'll go over all these horses once we got all the shakes done. So, all right, let's go back to what we were doing here. We've got Jared and Kevin. We've got myself. We've got John and Ryan involved in this one as well. Looks like we've got Paul involved in this one as well. Kelby and Evil Stevel are in there as well. Vinny's not going to be involved in this one, but we will hear from him later. He's got a couple of other ones he wants to get. Shoddy and Davey are going to be involved in this one. So they are in for full effort. I'll write that one down now. Shoddy and Davey going to go in for this one, and the Magic Mike team as well. So let me make sure I've got this right. 1, 2, Make sure we've included everybody. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we've got a 7-way shake for this horse. Pretty crazy. A 7-way shake here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. I got to get Pedlo and Manlo out of there. Nuts. 7-way shake for full effort. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 7-way shake here for full effort. Who would have known? All right, let's go. Let's do it. We get a 7-way shake. It is going to fall to John and Ryan. So John and Ryan in a 7-way shake. Going to claim full effort. John and Ryan go 7 ways for full effort. So in a 7-way shake, John and Ryan going to go with full effort here. We'll talk about this one in a second as well once I get all these other ones done. So John and Ryan, and they're going to drop. They're going to drop Best Green, obviously a horse that, they needed to drop. All right, full effort going there, and they're going to drop Best Green. All right. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Okay, now let's keep it going. We got more to do. I think we're to Atfield now. I think we're going to do Atfield. Let me process this, get this out of the way. We could do Arcadia Cafe too. Let's have to keep track here of who's going where. Vinny is in on Atfield. Let's go here. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna do Atfield. Let's do Atfield. All right, so this is keep going here. We're gonna go Atfield. Jared and Kevin are gonna be involved in this one. Myself gonna be involved in this one. Paul is not, so I'll delete him for now. Let's keep going down the list here. Vinny going to be back in this one, so I'll add Vinny Blonde back here to the list. Whoops. Let's see. Vinny is in this one. It doesn't look like Shouty and Davey going to be in this one. Magic Mike in this one as well. Is Kelby and Evil? Yes, they're in it. Okay. Let me make sure I got it all right here. We've got, let's see. I cannot believe we have this many for Atfield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, who's the extra one that John and Ryan? I can take them off. Okay, so 6-way shake. We're getting crazy here, getting shakes for these horses. All right, 6-way shakes here for Atfield. Let's see who gets them. Who's the lucky team to get a horse they probably hadn't heard of until they saw the list today? It's going to be Jared and Kevin. Jared and Kevin, you guys got one. You guys got Atfield. They will drop Obliteration. So in a 6-way shake, it's going to be Kevin. You're not happy. Jared and Kevin are going to claim Atfield. They'll be dropping Obliteration. Let's do I'll do a question for the chat, and you guys tell me what you think. How many links would Obliteration beat Atfield in a 7-furlong sprint on the dirt? Just shows you this league is not exactly who's the best horse, but sometimes just okay, what's best for our team. All right, so Atfield gone. I believe Arcadia Cafe will be next. Let me delete these people that wanted Atfield right now. Sorry, Vinny, didn't get him this time. Let's see, Atfield gone there as well. Okay, yeah, let's go next to Arcadia Cafe. So this is a Japanese horse that's going to be running. Let's see. First of all, we'll do Arcadia Cafe first. Okay, Arcadia Cafe. Looks like only 3 of us want him. So only 3 of us are really scraping the bottom of the barrel here for this one. Myself, Shoddy, and Davey, and it looks like Mr. Paul Withrow be the other one. He is our two local Japanese horse connoisseurs, and then me just saying, "Oh, I saw he was running. Let's try to get him. I don't know. Maybe we'll get some points here." So a three-way shake for the Japanese horse. He's going to run in the Japanese prep race coming up this weekend. So yeah, okay. All right. So Arcadia Cafe, myself, Paul, and then let's see. We will go to Shoddy, Davey. Yeah, those are the only three. Okay, here we go. Three-way shake for a Japanese horse I had never heard of until yesterday researching. And hey, Paul, you're going to get him. Congratulations. You're going to get him. So Paul in a three-way shake. In a three-way shake, we've got Paul. He's going to get Shoddy. You can't be that mad at Paul over this. Paul claimed Arcadia Cafe and dropped. He's going to try to drop another one here in a second. He's dropping Satono Voyage. Okay. Paul's out with Arcadia Cafe. We're going to have more shakes, believe it or not. That was my last try. Paul's going to try for one more. Boy, it's getting kind of dicey here. Vinny going to try for one more. Kelby and Evil Stevel, they can't win a claim to save their lives right now. So they're out. They've got a couple more tries. All right, let's get to it. So we're going to go, let's go to Two Out Hero. Two Out Hero will be next. And I believe there's actually going to be 4 people in here for this one. So Two Out Hero, Paul's going to try to claim them. I'm out. Like I said, we're going to have, let's see, Vinny is going to try for this one. And guys, by the way, if you're watching, you're not in the league, thanks for sticking with me. Like I said, I do have to do this one kind of a little bit on the slow side, so I don't leave anybody out. Don't screw anything up. We're going to have a 4-way shake here. Magic Mike going to be in on this one as well. All right. 4-way shake for Two Out Hero. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's go. Who gets Two Out Hero? Does anybody out there care? I don't. All right, it looks like Paul's going to get him. Wait, is it going to stop? Paul, oh my gosh, Paul wins 2 in a row. The excitement in the air right now. Paul wins the shake here for Two Out Hero. Paul will claim Two Out Hero, and he's going to drop, unfortunately, he's going to drop Ewing. So Ewing, yeah, we'll talk about that in a second once we get all this other crap over with. All right, so here is here's what we're going to do now. Paul is now out of horses to claim. Vinny is now out of horses to claim. Shoddy and Davey, you're going to get one. We'll process that one. I don't think there's any more shakes. I just got to go through this to make sure. Let's see. Let's stop the cars. Already gone there. Shoddy, Davey going to get a horse named Small Town. Yes. Okay. That's it. We got it. All right. So we have got the claims now. There's going to be 3 more. I'll write them down now, talk to you about them now. So these will not be shakes. Steve and Kelby are going to claim. Oh, hold on. We may have another shake. We do. Hold on. Let me back up here, folks. I did not think there would be 2 people wanting Kilo Tango. There actually are 2 people, believe it or not, wanting Kilo Tango. We're going to have a 2-person shake for Kilo Tango. This is getting out of control. All right. We're going to go Steve and Kelby. You guys are going to be in it with the Magic Mike show. These horses were way down the list for these people, but they're wanting them. So we're going to do it here. If I could type Steve and Kelby and the Magic Mike show, gonna shake for that one. So this should be fun. We're having a good time today. All right. I've got it set up. Let's spin it. The Magic Mike Show and Stephen Kelby. It looks like Stephen Kelby's going to win it in a two-way shake. Congratulations. Kilo Tango in a two-way shake going to Kelby and Evil. Stevel. All right. Now we won't have any more shakes, I promise. That was the last one. Kilo Tango. They are dropping Bricklin. Bricklin will be dropped third place. I believe he was third in the Sunland Derby. So he's out for them. All right. Shoddy and Davey are going to get a horse named Small Town. We'll talk about that one in a second. They are going to claim Small Town, and they're going to drop. Let's see if I drop that. All right. We've got Shoddy and Davey there, and then one more here, and then we will go over all of them. Magic Mike, they're going to claim they did not win any shakes today. So they've been winning all of them. They didn't win any this time. Sorry about you there. They're going to claim Steel Imperium and drop Carson Street. And then they're also going to claim Ace's Honor. And we're going to learn about some of these horses together. Claimed Ace's Honor and dropped Quality Mischief. All right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12. 12 claims today. That's it. They're all processed. They're all there and ready. So, okay. Well, let's get to the fun part here. Let's go over some of these. Let's see. I'll put that up on the screen for you now. Get rid of the wheel of death that never fails. All right, full effort. That's what we're going to start with. Feels like forever ago we were talking about full effort. Yeah, look, he's who we're starting with. He's definitely a horse that I think will benefit from the longer distance of the John Battaglia. Certainly a horse that came on running last time out in the local prep race there at Turfway Park. I thought he ran a good second despite a paceless type of race. So, you know, I think get more pace, get a little more comfortable over the surface this time. I could see this horse, you know, making a little bit of an impact in this race. I kind of wanted him over anybody else here. He is my top pick to win the race. I just think it's going to set up a lot better for him this time around. So, you know, the full effort, certainly a horse that I think made a ton of sense. I think one that, you know, I think was a clear claim, in my opinion, for people to make. Let's go to Street Beast next. And I think this one, obviously, another clear type of claim, in my opinion. Street Beast, look, won the local prep last time out, took him gate to wire. I thought was pretty darn good in that race. It's just more pace and added distance today. That's going to be the big question. I ran a really good fourth at the Breeders' Cup Juvenile as well on the turf. So, look, I think another one that makes a ton of sense. Street Beast running this weekend in the John Battaglia could be very interesting to see if he can take it gate to wire. Kevin says, and he's been researching this. He said he took advantage of the track playing heavily to closers last race, talking about full effort. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, also, man, huge weight difference, Kevin. Huge weight difference coming in. He's going to drop 2 pounds. Street Piece was at 124 last time. He's down to 122. So that'll make a big difference. All right, let's keep going here to a horse that, speaking of Kevin, him and Jared got Atfield. Let's talk about Atfield here. Another horse coming out of the John Battaglia. Atfield, a horse that was, you know, let's go down to the results here. He was down at Belmont at the Big A, you know, 2 races back, finishing third in the Futurity. He won the Central Park last time out. He also broke his maiden there at Saratoga. Look, this is a pretty nice horse. He's going to be taking on the synthetic surface for the first time. He's been running over the turf. So we'll see what happens with that. But look, I definitely think this is one to take a shot with. He's one that I thought looked pretty good when I was researching it. I think I've got him maybe third or fourth. I can't remember exactly. Got to look at my notes. But yeah, I like this horse. Another one I think's got a chance. I mean, these races at Turfway, it's kind of a who knows, right? I mean, anybody can win those things if you watch that night in and night out, like I know all of you do. Arcadia Cafe was next. Claim today, and this was a horse that's going to run over in Japan in the Japanese Kentucky Derby Prep race. I believe that's on Sunday. But anyway, I think another one that projects pretty well in that. He's had two brothers win that race before. So, you know, I don't know much about what's coming out of that race, but I do think this is a horse that will show up and will probably be the favorite and would not be shocked if he wins. So that's why I tried to get him. So we'll see if he can get it for Paul. Paul also got 2 Out Hero. We'll talk about that one next. 2 Out Hero horse. We'll go down to the results here to show you. Because again, some of these horses you may be like, I don't remember this horse. You probably do if you followed Woodbine. 2 really nice wins. Finished third in the summer stakes there. That was a grade 1 event. Pretty good. Obviously a pretty good race. Up there usually every year. That was in September. That's the problem. He's in the John Battaglia. He's trying synthetic here at Turfway. But look, he's. I'd like to see a different race or another race or before this one. But going to get him going. And so, hey, I don't have anything against it. I think he's another one that shows up with a chance. He just, will he be ready to run his absolute best? I don't know when it comes to that. All right. That horse that was highly thought of in a 2-way shake here. We'll go to him next. That was Kilo Tango. Let's go to Kilo Tango next. I never thought we'd have shakes in the league for these horses, but we do. Kilo Tango, let's go to the results for him. Last time out, broke the maiden right there at Turfway Park. That was his first race over the synthetic surface. Looked pretty good doing it. I thought he looked very good doing it. And so now he's going to try the John Battaglia. Yeah, go for it. Brad Cox trains the horse. De La Cruz is going to ride. So we'll see what happens with Kilo Tango. Another one out of the John Battaglia. You try to just take a shot. See if you can get that horse and maybe, who knows, maybe he gets brave and he moves up and he wins. So I get that one. All right. A couple of horses now that weren't shakes. Start the Ride, as we will start with here. Pedal and Man will get this horse. This one, you go down to the results of him, last time out in the Cal Cup, I thought he ran really well. Now, what will he do next? I mean, I would imagine they're not claiming this horse unless they know he's going to try probably the San Felipe. So we'll see. But I did not have this horse anywhere on my radar, but I did go back and watch the Cal Cup and I thought, that's crazy, so I that was not bad at all. So he ran pretty well in that race. So Start the Ride. If you hadn't heard of him, I'd heard of him. I didn't really remember him until they sent the claim in. So I would say that's going to be a California horse that's going to try to take a shot at things. Let's go to mine here. Solitude Dude. I'm taking a shot with this one. He's 3 for 3 lifetime, 1 for 1. He won the Swale last time out. He's running next week in the Fountain of Youth. I don't have a lot of confidence with him, but it's a big points race for our league. And I just kind of think, what if he gets out in front and he holds on and maybe he doesn't win? What if he gets second? What if he gets third? It's points. And so even if he just breaks from the gate, he gets 5 points for our fantasy league. So I definitely decided, well, we'll take a shot with him here. I wanted to get a week early because I know the way this league is, there's going to be a ton of shakes for him probably next week. So I wanted to go ahead and get him. So he's probably not going to be my pick to win the race. But hey, we'll see. Maybe he gets the job done. Maybe he gets brave. We'll see what happens with him. He feels like more of a sprinter to me. Stop the Car. I know about Stop the Car. He's running in the John Battaglia. I used to have this horse. So I dropped him after he ran in the Rimson. And so Pedlo and Man will pick him up now. Stop the Car. Look, he was very disappointing last time out in the Lecomte at a 7th and just didn't pick up his feet. His race at Churchill was pretty good. And I don't think he's terribly bred for what's coming up here on Saturday in the John Battaglia. So Stop the Car, give him a chance and we'll see what happens. So, yeah, I I drafted him, so I can't hate the claim, right? I did draft him. So yeah, we'll see what happens with him. All right, let's go to small town. Small town train claimed by Shoddy and Davey. Small town. A horse here. We'll go to the entries or go to the results. One race. It was a win. It was a maiden special weight there at Turfway Park. So, going to the Battaglia next, pretty much like what we saw from the Brad Cox runner that was claimed a little bit earlier that we talked about. So, yeah, another one. Take a shot. See what happens. We'll see if small town can get it done. All right, Steel Imperium. Steel Imperium. That is next. This horse also going to the John Battaglia. This horse also coming off of one race, which was a maiden special weight win at Turfway Park. We're just swinging for the fences here. Taking a shot with this one as well. We'll see what happens here. This one should really like the stretch out. I kind of like that horse a little bit. Ace's Honor, the last one that we'll talk about that got claimed. Ace's Honor, another horse here that, believe it or not, will be in the John Battaglia. 2 wins, one that Sam Houston last time out on the turf. Yes, they are still running at Sam Houston. No, you can't bet it unless you're in the state of Texas. Yes, that is absolutely insane, frustrating, and stupid, and hurt one of my favorite tracks. Then 2 races back, one at Fairgrounds. This horse has been pretty good on the turf, so will it translate? That's the question. But Ace's Honor, that's another one that's going to come in here and try to get the job done for the Magic Mike team. All right. 12 horses. There they all were. A couple of the dropped horses that you want to kind of take a look at here. And let's start with Ewing. It was super disappointing. So Ewing came back and ran in the Ozark Stakes yesterday. It was just on Monday. And boy, he just never picked up his feet. Jock said he never got into the bit. He just didn't run. He did not run one step. So that was a horse that, I think I didn't have I think he's going to win the Derby type of vibes with him. Never did really, but I thought he would come back and run a hell of a lot better than he did. So, yeah, that's very disappointing to see that. I forgot to mention that the Shoddy and Davey, they dropped Mesquite. Mesquite is off the trail. So nothing, obviously a horse they probably would rather have running, but Mesquite off the trail. Universe got dropped by Pedalo and Manlow. That makes sense. I'm just going through some of the, the highlights again here as I go back through them. I dropped Courting, kind of the same vein of Universe. I just don't think they're very good. Bricklin got dropped, and Obliteration, I think, is one you got to mention. Man, Obliteration was very good. Very good. He almost won the Saudi Derby. But yeah, again, he's just not a Derby horse. That was kind of his Kentucky Derby, was the Saudi Derby, in my opinion. He ran a really, really good race to get second. So, all right, should I even read some of these comments, or should we say the hell with it? I'll read a few of them, then we'll leave. Ewing, future turf sprinter. Could be. Certainly not a future router, I would say. Only thing with Ewing is I feel like the ownership, they'll run him in another prep. He will be seen from again. That's very possible. So we'll see. Let's see. Maximum Security standing somewhere in Indiana now. Wow, that's crazy. Solitude Dude, dumbest claim. Yeah, I think somebody else may have wanted him there. So anyway, I think I'm going through these. I don't know if there's any. Yeah, fist bump. First to dump my entire draft. So Paul has dumped his entire draft. I don't have the exact number. I'm 99.9% sure now over half the draft has been dropped. I'll have an updated number when I do this, but I think over half the draft now has been dropped. So pretty crazy. All right, guys. Well, that'll do it for this week. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thanks for sticking with me through the first part of it. Like I said, you got to process all those things, and it does get very complicated and tedious, and so you don't want to leave anybody out. So it takes a little while to do that, a little bit of dead air. I always apologize for that. Hate when that happens, but again, gotta do it. So, all right, guys, thanks everybody for joining us this week. We'll be back next week with another Kentucky Derby update. Everybody have a good rest of your week.